Welcome back. Today I'm sharing just a deco that I have in my Louis Vuitton MM Agenda, which is equivalent to personal rings, and in my A6 Mulberry as well. In a previous video, I shared the setups for both of those agendas, but today I'm just going to go through the things that you see that I didn't get to discuss in the last video. First off, I bought this from Mercari. I do have ribbons from LV orders that I have placed before, but I like to keep them with my boxes. So this one is the navy holiday one, and I did see Shannon Reynolds as well as Suhey Plans. They both used a ribbon from the line. And recently I saw Pink Planner Girl with a Louis Vuitton, a different ribbon. And as soon as I saw that Louis Vuitton ribbon, I knew I had to do that as well. So here it is. I think it's just wonderful. I love how it just peeks out here from the bottom, whether I have it open like this or I do have to move it around just a little bit so then you can see it at the bottom here. All right, moving on. I have this also from Mercari. This is a Chanel flower and it's a bookmark and I love it. I have it here just as deco, gold of course. So the pocket configuration in the LV, you can put a lot of different things here on the left side, but I prefer sometimes something very simple. So I just have this card here, this planner card from Aesthetic Paper Co., as well as this little yearly card. It's so pretty and dainty. This one is from Clark and Cord. And I think I'm just going to go straight to the back actually. Here I have some stickers that I am using from your everyday planner. These are just the classic dewdrops, and these down here are the classic circles. My pen that I've always used is the Uniball Signal .38 and the RT1. And this pen loop was not very wide, and I've had to, that's why I still struggle to stick it in there. The good thing is that I know is that it's not going to, I'm not going to lose, it's not going to fall out, but I had to kind of stretch that so that it could fit. In the back here, I have this other ribbon as well. This is from Aesthetic Paper Co. And then I'll just flip back to the front here. And right here, I have this little clip. I got this from the Infinite Lotus sub box. I want to say during the summer. And I did see Suhey Plans. She had clipped hers here to keep together her dashboards. And so I decided to implement that over the summer. And then I stopped using it because it does add a little bit of bulk. And now I'm back to it because there's actually 3 dashboards here. I did change the color of the flag though because it was a different one, and there were different options to buy. In fact, I do believe that Infinite Lotus, if they're in stock, does have these available to buy individually. Okay, so let me take this off, and right on the top I have this dashboard from Infinite Lotus. This came also in a sub box, and then that's layered over the other layer dashboards, and these are both from Rosie Papeterie. So because it's just easier for me to kind of flip through my planner by putting them together with this clip, that's why I have that there. This also is from Infinite Lotus, and believe it or not, I don't have any dashboards within each of my sections. They are just, yeah, in order to save space and not make it so bulky, I decided to just skip on that. However, all my side tabs here for the monthly ones are from Infinite Lotus, as well as the top tabs. And the other side tabs for the different sections are also from Infinite Lotus. Okay, I'm just going to move to the back because I'm not going over any sections. I'm just going straight right here. This is from May Paper Co. And as you can see, even right now, I was kind of struggling to make sure that all the inserts would go all the way in place because it's quite thick already as it is. Anyhow, this is from May Paper Co. And I use it partly for deco and sometimes for something that I need, such as these square flags. These are from Cloth and Paper, so this is for pre-planning. So for example, and I think I just started that packet, so it's not going to, you're not going to see those in particular. You're going to see these other ones that I was using before. All right, this is just a card that I also purchased from Mercari, and because even if you make a Chanel purchase, they're not giving you this anymore. So I purchased this one. Actually, I purchased 2 of them. The other one is in the A6 Mulberry, which I'll show you when I get to it. This is from Papel House. It is a sticker, but I just did not remove the backing. I just put it in there. You can get things personalized from Papel House, so I highly recommend that shop as well. It's mostly for decals and whatnot. Finally, here I have my page lifter from May Paper Co. And these are just some sticky notes from Infinite Lotus that I put here in the end. And you can see I am struggling. You see, that's why I don't like to really put too much in here. But anyways, point being is that these 2 right here are also from Papel House. This is personalized. And because this was kind of small, but I wanted to use it, I just used the colored sticky notes from Cloth and Paper and taped this on top of that. And that's it. So yeah, to me, it's very simple. I love the way that this looks. It's simple, yet it adds a little bit of deco, just enough for me. I do sometimes use a magnetic clip here, but once I added the ribbon, I thought it'd be a little bit too much. But of course, don't put it past me that I will bring that magnetic pin back here and add a little extra, right? So I will tell you briefly that I've been kind of using this more as like an archive or inserts that I cannot get in the A6. I've been using that, like, for example, there's like a yearly and there's like a birthday insert and like other things, right, that I have in here. So it's mostly been staying home. I did go out and about with it, but I don't know. I just felt it was a little bit too much with so many ribbons. I loved it and everything. But sometimes I get nervous, like that I'll lose something, right? Or, you know, like this here or something. So in the meantime, I have been just leaving this at home as a home planner and kind of like a reference planner. However, the planner that I've been out and about with, and I'll show you the monthlies there because I have a stack of stickers here. Actually, let me quickly show you that. So these here are definitely some of my favorites. This is from, like I said, your everyday planner. I use these and I'll show you how I use them in my weekly right over here. So it really adds a pop of color. I also use the dewdrops, which are right here. These are just the classic ones. I did order some of these in the smaller size though, because I just feel like these two work really well in personal size in this particular layout. But when I show you the A6 one, exactly like this one, the smaller ones, the petite ones look better. And personally, I'm really liking the petite stickers just a little bit more, which are these right here. I can't wait till I show you what I have over there in my A6. There's something about this because it's longer than the spacing of the lines. It's wider and it makes my handwriting a little bit more sloppy because I know there's like all this space there that I can use to write. But once I show you the A6, you'll see that these stickers look better. And because I use these tiny stickers, these petite ones, I also ended up using... Oh, I'll show them to you. They're in here. I'll show them to you when I get them because I have them tucked in. So what I'm trying to do is keep whatever stickers I'm using readily available within pockets and whatnot. Okay, and you'll see that more in the A6 because I have been using my A6 more as my everyday carry. I take it to work and everything. What else? So for example, in the monthly, I've been using these here. Okay, so I'm just gonna go and jump right into the A6 then. And now I'll get to that monthly section after I show you these things. So here I have the stickers that I'm currently using in the A6, which are the petite ones, this color in the rose tea. Love it. When I had this at home, I would add more, but now that I'm out and about with this planner, then I don't want to add anything that I can lose because a lot of the items that you purchase from, for example, Aesthetic Paper Co. I love all of the magnetic pins there. And unfortunately, things do sell out and you cannot get them again. So, you know, you have to really keep those in a safe place and whatnot, right? I don't want to go somewhere and take my planner out and then I lose it and I can't get one again. All right, in the back here, this is where the stickers I was trying to show you, the little arrows here. I ended up doing in this planner a combo between these two, which I'll show you. And I kind of feel like I'm gravitating more toward the petite ones. These are from Papery Planning. And then I have these other tiny icons or mini icons that I'm using also in this planner. And you'll see those as well. This is also from Aesthetic Paper Co. Same pen. This pen loop is a little bit wider, which is nice because then I don't have to struggle. And it's not wide enough that I can lose the pen. This is, like I said, from Aesthetic Paper Co. And my suggestion, if you see this available, buy it immediately because then they're going to sell out. These cards are here just for Deco, and they're all from Noted Co. Okay. The front dashboard here, this setup, I just recently added it. Originally, I had these here, which are very similar to my personal rings. So this came originally with this Mulberry agenda because this was pre-loved. It had 2 previous owners, and as soon as I saw this, I was so happy. It's gold. It's got the logo from Mulberry, and so you'll see that I tend to use this one a lot. This beautiful dashboard, which is double-sided, is also from Aesthetic Paper Co. And this right here is totally my vibe. And as soon as I just received this, which was yesterday, I had to use this immediately. So this is my front dashboard situation here. And notice I don't have any clips or anything here because, like I said, I don't want to lose anything. The only thing that I have is this one because this one's, I feel like it's tucked in pretty well here, so it's not going to fall out. This was the original dashboard I had, which matched the but this is also from Infinite Lotus, just like that. These are a double. These are from Rosy Papeterie right here. And I also have this one just as a reference, since I don't have this little card. Wouldn't want to lose that because I don't know if that's even available still. Anyway, I don't have any side tabs here. I don't have any dashboards because I'm trying to save space. I don't want this to get heavy. I need to protect the rings and make sure that they don't have any gaps or anything. I only have top tabs here, which are like more of a bookmark style, and I don't try to open the rings much at all. But that's why I snip everything, all my inserts and even dashboards, depending. Like, for example, this I did not snip, but other things I will snip, like something like that it's going to be moved around a lot. All right. And okay, so I guess I'll look at the monthly. So this monthly is very similar to the one in my MM. So I'm just going to show you this one and show you how I'm using some of these stickers. Again, a very simple spread here. I need things very clean. Things are very hectic and busy for me, so I just want the quickest thing that's going to get me to remember the dates and things and where I need to be at. So I have these appointment stickers that I use for any medical appointment. I have this for paydays right here. And then I have the birthday ones right there. These are all from your everyday planner. They're in the color marshmallow. I would love to venture into other colors, but for now I just have these. Okay, so these are arch label dots, both of these, but you do have to select the word you want. And this is just a petite icon, and I love it. I'm having a great time with these here. And then I also have these right here. So every month that goes by, I used to use these here, which, by the way, I just have one more to use. So I leave it there so I don't forget to use this last one. This is from Sweet Caress Designs in the color Wander. So I put it over, as soon as a month is over, I would put it over there for 2025. Then I was thinking about maybe using these here to cover up each month as it goes by. Just put one sticker there. But I think I might go back and stick with the hearts. I think there's something really cute and, again, just very feminine and dainty about that. All right, I'm almost done here. In the back here is the second Chanel card that I purchased from Mercari. And this is just page flags and for circle shape from Rosy Papeterie. These are all transparent. Don't forget that you do need an oil-based marker or pen to write on these, which I keep in my bag. I didn't have one with me at the moment, but it's in my bag and I take it everywhere just because I do that to do with my pre-planning. So for example, I have them right there. Okay, and then finally, I don't have a lot on this because this is going in and out of my handbag. I feel like here I go all in and I add all kinds of extra things, but with this one I try to keep it as simple as possible, and perhaps that's why I tend to gravitate towards the A6 a lot. I just have the page lifter with a sticky note, and that is it. I showed you all of this. However, I still need to go and show you the weeklies. So this is where you'll find those petite stickers, and I love this so much. I think this is so cute right here, and those little tiny arrows, which I have there. And like I said, I'm trying to keep all the things that I'm using in my planner currently, like meaning stickers, readily available. So for example, these little petite circles are right there, right? So I can pull them out. The little trash can that I'm using for garbage is right there. The little pin is right behind here, the little pin. And then finally, this little arrow is right there as well. Okay, so then I can just, take them out, put them on. And this is working so well. I do love the spacing. I'll just show you one that I didn't write in. And I like this extra space from left to right, which I don't get in personal rings. And I think that's why, even like I said in my last video for 2025, I battled between those two sizes and now it's even worse because the stickers that I have found, the petite ones, I really love how they look here. It just looks really clean and minimal, and my handwriting, I feel like that extra space that I'm getting in the personal rings, like I said, it makes it a little bit more sloppy in here. I feel like my handwriting is a little bit more controlled, if that makes sense. So we'll see. Right now, I do have a lot of the inserts that I have in my personal rings here. And I've been kind of, like I said, using this more as a reference planner that stays home at the moment. And yeah, my work section is in the back. I will show you a blank one. Here it is. It's a daily grid. And what I've been doing to keep this planner not so chunky is just using my extra. I have a couple extras, but one of my extras, this is the cashmere taupe from Mulberry. This was from the July release, and I'm putting my dailies in here. This is just half of January. and that would have been in here. And now I don't have to worry about having that extra bulk in there. So it's kind of, I'm using more the dailies like there, you know, as I go. And then when the week is over or whenever I decide, I'll take them out so this doesn't get very chunky. And I think maybe that's why this is so appealing, because the rings, although they are small, they're 23 millimeter rings compared to the LV, which is 25 millimeter rings. Regardless, I just feel like I have what I need here. Like, it's such a focused and intentional setup, right? I have everything that I need for my daily planning for work and then my weekly planning that I've been transitioning over in here. So this has kind of turned into my everything planner. Like I said, mostly because it is so portable, it's lighter, and there's something very, because there were two previous owners to this planner, there's something very cozy about this. In fact, I said I was going to move into this one, but the pebble feels so, it doesn't feel as loved, obviously, because this is new from the mid summer. Whereas this one's been just pre-loved, and I don't know, there's something really cozy, like I said, about this. So I've stuck with this. This is the ox blood color, and I just absolutely love it. Okay, that is it for today. And let me know if you have any questions. I hope you have a great day or evening.